Hello, my name is Sam Ritchie, and welcome to Planet Sasquatch. I hope you enjoyed the videos I posted so far this year. As we come to the end of December, I also want to wish you a very merry and happy holidays and a New Year's as it comes into 2015. I also want to thank all the subscribers who have joined our channel just in my first month of inception, and the many views that have taken place since then. I want to make sure the information is very informative. These are pictures that I've taken over the past 4 months, and the future, who knows what the future will hold. But we're in a very special part of the forest and the Cascades, and there's a lot of Sasquatch activity here. I try to come up here daily as much as possible when I'm here. And it's really about developing a relationship with the Sasquatch, or the forest people as we call them. It's the only way, because of their ability to remain very stealth and hidden from anyone, that the best way to encourage them is to be as less intimidating as possible. And one of the ways, of course, is showing that we have a care for the forest. When I go through here, I'm usually picking up some garbage or something that someone's left. Or we do have gifting areas where we show, where we actually leave different food items and gifts for them. And they do take them. They do take them. And I'm sure they appreciate whatever's given to them. I don't view them as animals as much as I view them as another branch of the human race. They are very intuitive peoples. I feel sometimes a psychic or etheric connection with them at times, although none of that can be proven, but I'm satisfied with the kind of connection I feel from them. And you can dismiss that if you wish, but this is one of the things that I've been experiencing. There are some really strange things that have taken place here in the last, especially down in September and October, where a lot of these experiences and pictures came from. I'm going to be covering some of the more strange aspects of my experiences out here in upcoming videos, and try to be as factual as possible, and try to be with a healthy degree of skepticism about any pictures that I take. As you notice, that any pictures that I do post on the YouTube is usually backed up by a comparison picture. I try to compare the same scenery and background match up pictures as closely as possible. This allows it basically serves as a process of elimination, so that what you thought was a squatch or some other creature actually turned out to be a stump or something of that nature. So I think it's very important not to mislead anyone, or yourselves, or to self-deceive yourselves, and especially the skeptics are out there, by providing that kind of proof and evidence. It's the only proper way to do research, in my opinion. My methods are a little bit different than the way others go about it. Most of the times I have a feeling that the Sasquatches are there, and I take a picture of the background, although not honing in on them directly. I usually find them a little bit later in my photos. However, there are a couple instances, especially in episode 6, where I had a direct Sasquatch interaction, where I actually saw the large black figure in the clearing, and it would moved, but it was kind of in a very a little bit of a fuzzy, smoky type of way, but I couldn't really see through it. I couldn't see in the vegetation behind it. So I knew it had to be a Squatch, though. And I'm glad I took the pictures, because as you can tell from my episode 6, where I was able to break down use a little bit of basic enhancements to the photos, I was able to actually see a little bit of detail in the head and the hand movements, and actually see that he was waving at me, and the second picture where he was pointing at me and then turning his head to talk to another Squatch, which, although I can't see, sometimes I see a dark area in another part of the photo, but I can't validate because I can't see details with the body or anything, hence I don't mention it in the videos. But in that particular case, I did notice another dark area next to the large Squatch that was fairly visible, and I knew that the Squatch was there, and that usually what I'm finding is that when you see one Squatch, basically they run in clans. You never have one in the area. If you have one in the area, there's others. As you could tell in my last episode, that picture was taken opposite on the same day, within the same few minutes that I took the picture of the large Sasquatch in the clearing. Was immediately before that, actually, was I just happened to be taking a couple of pictures that were just on the opposite side, maybe a couple hundred feet away, back toward the creek, and that's where I was able to pick up the picture of the young Squatch in episode 7. So I do encourage comments. So far my channel has been fairly well received by the public and those who have subscribed, obviously. So I'm looking forward to doing more. This is my first actual face-to-face video where I'm actually talking instead of just preparing a picture set and words and things like that. But I think sometimes it's good for the audience to know who they're subscribing to and know a little bit about that person. So anyway, you all take care, and I'm looking forward to posting my next video, which probably will be in a couple of weeks, and doing some research about a couple other things. I do have a few more pictures from this past late summer that have other Squatches on them, and but I will be starting to turn my focus towards other aspects other than the pictures of Squatches, to things like their environments, such as the stick structures that are so abundant out here. Also, somewhat of a log about the gifting areas and the kind of things we leave and how we go about doing the gifting areas. Also, I'm probably delve into how you can develop interactions with the Sasquatches, where you can go to find them, how you can actually make yourself apparent to them so that they start doing vocalizations for you, and perhaps maybe a sighting or two. And all this comes based on, I get my thoughts straight about this a little bit, is on your willingness to do what they expect. So it's not so much you go hunting for a Sasquatch or Bigfoot. There are plenty of shows where they're trying to hunt the Sasquatch. I don't do that. What it is a case is not you finding the Sasquatch. It's more of a case about the Sasquatch picking you and finding you, and you proving yourself worthy for them to make their presence known. I think that's what the real issue is. Once in a great while you have somebody that's hunting them and actually catches a picture or two, but never will you actually have the person go back in the same area or actually get more interactions from the same Squatch. It's always from afar. I try not to do that. It's usually up close. The Sasquatches here, the forest people in this area know I'm here. They also, in the same area, we have Barb and Gabby's YouTube channel. They're also in the area doing research along with myself, and we collaborate on a lot of videos. So anyway, I'm looking forward to all that. Anyway, you all take care and have a very, very happy New Year, and we'll look forward to our next video, which is in about a couple of weeks. Take care.